Now, while I'm on The Voice, consider this. If The Voice gets up later in the year, this week's Australia Day will be the last we celebrate on January 26, because almost the first representation that any voice will make will be that January 26 is a day of mourning to Indigenous people and therefore should be a day of shame for all of us. Look at what's already happening. The Victorian Labor government first used COVID as an excuse to cancel the traditional Australia Day parade, but in cancelling it again this year, they now refuse to give a reason. And it certainly wasn't something, was it, that they were upfront about in the November election. Take it from me, the largest event in Melbourne this Thursday is likely to be the Invasion Day march through the CBD. And even the Victorian councils that still hold Australia Day events tend to include a whole lot of hand-wringing over the past, with a barbecue at the end of the day to celebrate if you're lucky. Vegan sausages, of course, as well. Then there's the woke retailers now refusing to sell Australia Day merchandise, such as Kmart, which might make well-paid executives feel good, strike a pose, but it shows just how little they understand and indeed respect their customers. I was only shopping in Kmart last week and I overheard people looking for their Australia Day flag bunting. Well, not anymore. And what about the federal public servants? Apparently allowed to take another day off if January 26 supposedly triggers something for them. Now, this under a Prime Minister who claims he still supports Australia Day. It was only in 1994, federal Labor in charge in Canberra, that we decided that a proper pride in our country meant celebrating our National Day on the actual date, not making it just another lazy long weekend. Yet here we are, less than 30 years on, it seems that when it comes to our national identity and even our flag, we're officially embarrassed about the whole thing, or at least a minority is, because in polling last week, the vast majority of us don't want the date to change. We love our country as much as we ever did.
No, I don't support a change of the date. I don't think we should be embarrassed or ashamed about who we are as a country. We live in the greatest country in the world. We have a very proud Indigenous heritage, we have a very proud British heritage, and we have a great multicultural community in our country. We should celebrate every part of it, and we don't need to pull down or trash one part of our legacy to build the other up.
Well, take it from me, a country that's attracted a larger proportion of immigrants than any other nation on earth and has built what we have today has every reason to be proud of who we are and our future.